Longevity Lifestyle Design. This is Gavin here with secretsoflongevity.com. We're going to make a very quick and easy recipe today. It's quite a bit more simple than I often make. And it's going to be an elixir for hair health. So we're going to have some good protein in there, lots of good minerals that support hair growth, and a few other things that you'll see how they synergize and create overall good health for the hair. So to start off, we've got 3 cups of a tea I made with about equal parts each of nettle leaf, oat straw, and goji berries. By the way, you can check the video I just posted here on the screen that can take you to my video on hair health and all these approaches that one would take nutritionally, supplementally, as well as herbally to foster greater hair growth, health of the hair, thickness of the hair, and speed at which it grows. And so that's what this drink is basically based around, but it's also going to be good for facial hair. And those 2 herbs, the nettle leaf and the oat straw, are extremely rich in silica, which is found very abundantly in hair and nails, so we obviously want to get some of that into our diet. This is one way to do it. And the goji berry just supports overall blood health, which helps support and bring nutrients to the hair. It's got that deep, nourishing quality to it that will also add a little bit of sweetness to this, because I'm not actually adding anything that contains sugar. I'm just adding some stevia as a sweetener. We'll start off with that, I guess. We're going on a bit of a low sugar thing at the moment. And we're just going to easily add about half a teaspoon. Maybe a tad more. So often I add like honey or maple syrup, and that's something you could choose to do at home if you wanted to get a bit more palatability to this drink. Next we're going to add just 1 cup of raw cream. This is to get a lot of those great minerals that I talked about in the video that is found in milk that supports hair health, the iodine. We're going right up to the 4-cup mark there because we had 3 cups of the liquid beforehand. But also really healthy fats to keep the hair shiny and glossy and healthy. We also have the DHT promoting qualities in dairy that is going to be great for body hair growth if you're a man and you want to support that. Next we're going to add 1 or 2 tablespoons of raw colostrum powder. This is the survival colostrum at the bottom there. Just going to add 2 spoonfuls. So a lot of these things can also be found at the links below this video, as well as the stevia, goji berries, nettle leaf, oat straw for the tea part of it. And colostrum has very profound anti-inflammatory effects. So any type of scalp inflammation impedes hair growth by a small amount. And over time, as this builds up, it's actually one of the foundational causes of balding. So while this is an overall hair growth drink, it can also be good, at least the colostrum aspect of it, for limiting the inflammatory effects in the scalp that would constrict hair growth. We're going to add 1.5 tablespoons of chia seed just to give it some thickness and slow its absorption as we're digesting it. There's also a lot of great minerals in chia seed, magnesium being a big one, which a lot of people don't get enough of in their diet these days. We're going to add a dash of kelp to add some more iodine, and also a lot of trace minerals in there. Again, we're really focusing on mineralization with this drink. I add kelp to most things, just a dash here and there to help up the iodine intake, which supports thyroid health. You have a good, strong, healthy thyroid. You're going to have fast-growing body hair and a very healthy metabolism overall. Next, we're going to add a healthy spoonful, maybe not too big because this is quite strong tasting, shilajit powder. Those of you who have seen me use shilajit in the past know that I have this bottomless bag of shilajit. I literally had this over a year, and I guess I don't use it all that often. But I'd like to get it in my diet more regularly. I am getting to the bottom of this, so I'll have to buy some more soon. It's, again, another very rich source of minerals. Has a lot of weak organic acids which help break down calcification in the body. And that's just a side benefit. That's the anti-inflammatory effects from it. But it also increases the absorption of other herbs, so it's going to help with the absorption and use of the herbal tea and the other herbs we're adding. Next we're going to add a couple tablespoons of cacao powder. This is to make it taste good, but as you would have seen in that video, if you saw my video on hair health, chocolate is very rich in biotin. Biotin helps hair growth. There's a lot of other sources of biotin. Really our main source of biotin is our gut flora, so if you have healthy gut flora, you're going to support the formation of that. So we're just adding 3 large tablespoons. You're also having a ton of sulfuric compounds in there, hair and nails are made of sulfur, and you have some anti-inflammatory effects. So it's a very anti-inflammatory drink rich in sulfur, silica, biotin, iodine, and all these other minerals that support hair health. Zinc and copper is another important one for hair health, so we're adding a nice scoop of hoshu. This is from Hyperion Herbs. You can find a link for it below to get some. We're going to add 1 very large teaspoon. I think one of these full is a teaspoon, so 1.5 teaspoons roughly. Again, very liberal and not specific with the dosages here. If you need to know more about that, you can always read the packages of what you have to figure out the amounts you should be adding. We're going to add a pinch of salt. And again, I also talked about how beneficial salt can be for hair health in that video, which is still up on the screen there, if you want to go check it out. And last but not least, we're going to add 2 raw eggs to this. So we want some good protein in here to build our hair health. Obviously, people know eggs are rich in protein. It's a very easily digestible protein. But eggs also have a lot of other very beneficial nutrients for hair health. It has the sulfur compounds. People know eggs are rich in sulfur. Also has biotin. Although technically if you're eating raw eggs, it's going to be binding to the biotin to some degree. Some people think that's a myth. Some people go by that and they choose to cook all their egg whites. I eat both cooked and raw eggs. I even ate some cooked eggs today, so putting a few raw eggs in a smoothie is not going to affect overall biotin intake. And of course, I also mentioned your gut flora is making a lot of biotin. So first and foremost, you should be getting good probiotics in your diet somewhere. Fermented foods, even a good probiotic if you have really bad issues with your digestion. So that should be about it. We're going to zip this up and see how it tastes. A very simple, quick and easy drink. Literally took me less than 10 minutes here. I actually forgot there was something, so we're going to re-blend this after I've added this. This is just some chai spice in a blend. It's ginger root powder, what else is in chai? Cinnamon, cardamom, nutmeg. I can't remember what else is in there, but I'll stick a list below of all the spices I use, and you can actually pick them up at Mountain Reserves should you feel so inclined. Literally just adding half a teaspoon in there. It's quite strong stuff. It's pungent, it smells good, tastes great. If that's your thing. Turn on. So here we go. Pouring just a small cup of it here. Could even blend that long enough until it gets warm, but with this I felt like a cool drink today. My heat was off in my apartment for quite a while. It's getting quite cold here, and there was a problem with the heat. We finally got it on, but now my apartment's quite sweltering. I will probably even take the sweat off. So, not heating the drinks up yet for the winter, but that actually tastes quite good. Again, I'm kind of going through this self-denial phase of not having sugar. So definitely think of adding a little bit of honey or maple syrup if that's something you definitely can't go without in terms of flavor. But overall, it's a really mild blend. You have all those herbs in there. Nettle leaf and oat straw are very mild herbs. They don't have a strong flavor. The goji berry, of course, is not strong either. Probably the strongest thing in this is the shilajit, but it's, again, has a nice flavor when mixed with the chocolate or the cacao. It has a very rich coffee-like flavor. So get your anti-inflammatory, mineral-dense, protein-rich foods all in one drink, or get them in your diet somehow to have wonderful, luscious hair. So let me know in the comments below what experiences you've had with your hair issues, whether you had them or not, or if you've just always had good hair, if certain dietary changes you've made have improved your hair. Maybe someone else can get something from that. So check out those links below for many of the products I showed you in this video if you're interested in purchasing them. Going through those links helps me continue to put out content. And with that, rate the video if you feel so inclined, take care, and embrace life without limits.